Hi everyone, welcome to Enjoy English. I'm Stephen Rong.
I'm Bernice.
And today the subject is the origins.
今天我们要讲的是一些追根究底的一些起源哦。
So these are for the dates of September 24th and 25th, pages 48 to 51.
今天讲的是9月份的这个里面的内容。那么页数呢是在48页到51页。
So the first thing is origins. It means the point or place where something begins.
Origin 这个字的意思就是说，一件事情它的起源、它的起端在什么地方？
So the complex history of meeting your exact double.
有一天当你遇见了你的分身同学，就像 Bernice 老师出现2个，你有什么感觉？ Wow, so exciting！ 好兴奋哦。
Meeting one's double or doppelganger has a long and complex history.
遇见跟你自己长得一模一样的人，也就是我们讲的分身，其实有着一段很长而且很复杂的历史哦。
Let's get started.
我们现在就开始喽。
A doppelganger is supposed to be a person's exact double.
分身其实应该是跟一个人像同一个模子里面刻出来的人。同学就像你做蛋糕有时候你用到爱心形，有没有那个 heart shape， 然后你把它这样印出来，印出来另外一个蛋糕，就像这样子，这个就叫分身了。
So the word doppelganger, it looks very strange when looking at it from an English point of view, right? It's actually a German word.
OK， 同学，你看这个字，它长得好奇怪，尤其你看它那个字母A 上面还有2点，它其实呢，这个字是从德文来的。
And that 2 dots above the A is called a umlaut, which is spelled U-M-L-A-U-T. And it just shows, it indicates a change in sound and only seen in German and Hungarian.
OK， 所以你只有在这个德文或者是这个匈牙利文，你会看到一个字母上面打了2点，表示你那个发音的时候声音要做一些改变。
Here we see is supposed to be. It means expected to be. And one thing to note is I often hear my Taiwanese friends forget the D after supposed. So it's supposed to be, not supposed to be.
第一个是发音的问题，同学就是 suppose 这个字后面加了 D 的时候，你们在念的时候要注意一下，有一个的音在后面。那它原本就是表示预计或预期发生一件事情，然后后面接原形动词。
So here we see exact double. Exact here is an adjective meaning completely the same.
Exact 这个字呢，当形容词表示完完全全一模一样的意思。
And double here is a noun, and double is the opposite of single, so it means two exactly the same.
所以 double 这个字在这边是名词，那就是跟 single 呢是一个相反的意思。single 就是单一一个 ，double 就是2个完全一模一样的。
The word has been borrowed from German and is often translated as double walker.
好，这个字怎么来的呢？它其实呢就是从刚才老师说的德文里面借用而来的，而且呢我们常常呢就把它翻译成双重行者。
When we say borrowed from, we always put from after borrowed because we're taking it from somebody.
好，这个 borrow from 呢，就是从什么地方借来，因为同学 borrow 是跟人家借东西，所以你借东西一定要有一个来源的地方，所以你从这个地方借过来。
One thing to note, the word often, it has a T, but we often say often without the T sound.
这个 often 有时候发音的时候呢，就是有不一样的这个发音的方式。有的人会把虽然有一个 T 啦，但通常我们不把这个 T 念出来，所以会只有念 often 这样子。
And here we see double walker in quotation marks. It's because it's signifying it's a word that is translated from another word.
我们看到这个有 quotation 的这个引用符号的地方呢，这里面的字表示呢，这个字呢是从别的字所衍生出来的一个意思，所以把它放在这个 quotation 里面。
In the past, the appearance of a doppelganger was never good news, though.
以前在过去的时候呢，分身的出现其实不是一个好消息耶。
So here we see the word appearance. It's a noun meaning the act of appearing or arriving.
这个 appearance 呢，这边当名词，它的意思呢就是指呢你出现了一个什么样的事情出现了。
And then we put though at the very end of the sentence. It's another word for however.
Yeah.
However, though, would be put in the beginning. In the past, however, the appearance of a doppelganger was never good news.
Though 这个字呢，我们通常把它放在句尾，就是表示然而的意思。好，它是一个副词。那如果你用另外一个字 however 呢，我们通常是把它放在句首。所以像刚才 Stephen 老师讲的，你如果把这个 however 放在这个句子里面，我们就会放在 in the past， 然后接下来就是 however 这个字。
In traditional myths and legends, a doppelganger was a type of ghost or spirit.
在以前传统的这个神话呢，还有传说里面，其实分身指的是一种鬼怪或者是灵体。
So here, myth and legend, some people are confused about the differences. They're quite similar. Myth is a traditional story, especially concerning early history of a people. So typically it's supernatural.
通常我们讲到 myth 这个字呢，它就是指呢以前呢比较古老的一些一些故事。那这个故事呢，通常就是比较一些超自然的故事，比如说什么神啊、鬼啊这些的东西。
In legend, it can be a person or story. It's a traditional story, sometimes popularly regarded as a historical fact, but it's not authenticated.
好，同学，这个 legend 这个字叫传奇的意思，它可以表示一些故事，或者是也可以指人。好，那通常呢，它就是比较有这个历史的一些根据，但是有的时候呢，可能也并不一定是完全的真实的。
So here we also see the word spirit. What's the difference between a ghost and a spirit? Well, we know ghosts are people who have passed away or died, but spirit, sometimes we don't quite know how to categorize them, how to put them, so it's a supernatural being. It's something that exists, but you can't touch it.
OK， 这个 ghost 跟 spirit 它的分别，同学都应该知道，就是 ghost 就是指这个人过世了哈，那我们就是他可能就是变成了一个鬼好，那 spirit 的意思呢就是一个灵体，好，那基本上它就是一个超自然的东西，那基本上我们就是碰不到它，因为它是你看不见的，你也摸不到的这样子。
Seeing a doppelganger usually meant something bad would happen.
他说呢，在这个其他的故事里面，如果你看到跟你长得一模一样的人，其实就是哇，不好的事情要发生了哟。
So here, I often have a lot of Taiwanese friends who are confused. When do I use will? When do I use would?
Okay.
Will means this will necessarily it will have to happen. It's going to happen. But would is a probability, so we're not quite sure if it will happen or not.
同学，我们在用 will 这个字跟 would， 它其实它的差异就在于 will 就是一定这个事情就会发生了。好，比如说 I will go home， 就是我等一下一定会回家。那你用 would 就是可能大概它会这个发生，所以它的就是几率会稍微低一点。
In many legends, seeing one's own double meant that death was near.
哇哦，所以同学啊，你在这个很多的传说里面啊，如果有一个人他真的看到了跟自己长得一模一样的分身出现，其实意思就是上天在召唤你了，死期将近了。OK。
So here you see one's. One's is another word to say my own or your own, but since it's not specifying your or my own, we put one's own.
One 这个字就是一个不特定的一个代名词哈，那其实这边的 one's own 就是 my own 我自己的意思。
And death here, it's making it like a noun. It's almost giving it an identity, like it's somebody who's living. Death is an actual being.
对，所以这个 death 在这边就是名词，也表示这个死亡的意思哈。
In other stories, seeing someone else's double meant something bad could happen to that person.
OK， 刚才是你看到跟自己长得一模一样，那如果呢，你在这个街上面看到跟别人长得一模一样的分身呢，它的意思主要就是这个坏事就是要发生在你看到的那个人的身上了。
So another word for double is twin, but it's like an unrelated twin, someone who's not blood related to you.
另外一个表示 double 的字呢，就叫 twin, T-W-I-N。这个字呢，也是同学知道它是双胞胎，但是这边的 double 的那个 twin 它是没有血缘关系的。
And here we see could. It's also similar to will and would. Could here is a probability of can.
这个 could 跟 can 的用法跟刚才我们讲 will 跟 would 的用法是一样的，就是 could 呢，它的几率就是比较稍微低一些的。
So that's something I really want to remind Taiwanese friends to, pay attention to in the future when they're using can or could or will or would.
对，所以下次同学你们在讲英文或者在看英文的时候，要注意这些字的用法，它的原型跟它的那个过去的样子，其实它会有一点意思上表达的不同。还有像这个 happen to， 我们后面会放一个人，表示有一件事情可能会发生在这个人的身上。好，所以在这边就是你看到另外一个长得跟你一模一样的人，或者你看到别人的分身，那就是这个不好的事情会发生在这些人的身上。
All right, let's take a break.
好，我们来休息一下咯。
Before the German word doppelganger became common, the English word fetch was used to describe seeing a spirit copy of one's self.
好，我们接下来看这一段呢，他是说在德文这个字啊 ，doppelganger 这个字变成比较普遍 common 的时候呢，英文里面有一个字叫做 fetch。fetch 这个字呢就被用来呢来描述一个人看到了灵体，然后这个灵体呢是翻版的自己。
The word common here is an adjective, and it's something that you see often, or you hear often, or you're used to it.
这个 common 在这边呢当一个形容词来用，就是说呢，你常常看到一个东西或者一件事情在发生。
And it's really interesting because doppelganger, it seems like a very difficult word, right?
Yeah.
But we do often say it in even today's culture. If I see someone who looks exactly like Bernice on the street,
Okay.
I could say, Bernice, I saw your twin on the street. Or we would say, Bernice, I saw your doppelganger today.
这个字啊，同学你看起来很长，对不对？感觉好像很难，但是其实它还蛮常用的。就是你如果走在路上呢，你有一天不小心发觉，我怎么看到一个长得很像 Bernice 老师的人呢？这时候你就跟 Bernice 说，Bernice， 我要看到你的分身了，哈。
But in today's culture, we don't really think that a doppelganger means these bad luck, signs of bad luck. We will just think it's something that's interesting.
如果我们真的看到这个分身的话，其实在现在的话，我们不觉得那是一个不好的事情会发生，而只是觉得好有趣哦，我怎么看到一个长得跟 Bernice 很像，又长这么高，又这么壮，又长得这么美的
So beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah. So the word fetch here, it's not used anymore in modern culture to describe someone who looks like someone. So this is something that's very archaic or very old way of saying it.
OK， 所以 fetch 在这个英文里面的用法，其实它是比较一个旧式的英语的一个用法了哈。
So here we see the word copy, and it's a noun, right? It means it's the identical version.
对，这个 copy 同学都知道，以前当动词嘛，比如说你要去影印什么东西，那你看你印出来当然就是一模一样的东西。那在这边的话，它是一个名词。
Other cultures also had their own words for a similar spirit or creature.
OK， 那在其他的这个文化里面呢，对于称呼这一种呢类似的这个灵体或者是生物，其实它也有它自己的一些字。
So similar here, it means very alike, but not completely the same.
Similar 这个字当形容词叫做相似的，它是指呢长得非常非常像，但并不是同一个。
So here, spirit and creature, what's the difference? In day one, we mentioned that spirit is something that we can't touch, right? It's a being that we can't touch. But creature is something that we can touch, but we can't quite put into words, or we can't quite describe what kind of being it is. Is it an animal? Is it a monster? What is it?
OK， 同学这边的 spirit 跟 creature， 刚才我们讲过 spirit 基本上是你无法碰到，你没有办法摸到的。可是 creature 呢是你可以摸得到，只是你看到它的时候，有时候你觉得我不知道怎么称呼这个东西，好，这个看见这个东西到底是动物呢，它还是怪物呢，还是什么东西呢？这时候我们就用到 creature 这个字了。
And because of that, in English, when we say creature, unless we say beautiful creature or cute creature, if we just use the word creature, usually it gives us a feeling that it's kind of scary or mysterious.
如果呢你在这个字前面加上 beautiful 或 cute， 那当然就是这个东西很漂亮或者是很可爱。可是如果你单独使用这个字呢，通常就是会让人家觉得有点害怕，不晓得这个是什么东西。
In Egypt, it was called a ka, which was a spirit that had all the same memories as the person it copied.
哇哦，在 埃及的地方呢，他们就称这样的东西称为一个 ka。什么是 ka 呢？他说它就是一种拥有跟他的复制人的人呢完全相同记忆的一种灵体。
So here we see the word ka is italicized. Sometimes you'll see it in quotation marks, but why is ka italicized? It's because it's the original sound of the word in Egyptian. So if it was actually the translation of the word ka, then it would be in quotation marks. But here it's because it's a sound from Egyptian. That's why they kept it in italicized.
OK， Stephen 老师在说这个 ka 为什么你看到它是斜斜的这个字体哈，就是因为这个字呢，它就是从埃及里面这个出来的一个字，所以它并没有去特别去翻译这个字它的意思。如果它去翻译的话，就像刚才我们讲的，我们会有一个 quotation， 会有一个引用的符号把它放在里面。那这个是完全埃及的他们那边的字，所以你会看到一个斜体。
Another thing I want to note is the word Egypt might be hard for some people to pronounce because there's a P and a T next to each other.
Yeah.
So how do you make two hard-sounding letters sound natural next to each other? Well, first you can practice saying Egypt without the T. So Egypt, Egypt. And then when you're ready, add a T at the end and go Egypt. So there's a P, T, like that. Egypt.
所以 Stephen 老师在解释呢，你这个发埃及这个字的音的时候，因为它后面两个 P 跟 T 刚好两个子音在一起哈，所以有时候对某些同学在发音的时候可能会有一些小小的障碍。你可以念的时候呢，先把它稍微断一下，比如说你念到 P 的时候停一下，然后再加上 T 这个字就会比较好念了。
Another way that I tell a lot of my friends to pronounce is if Egypt has a T at the end, see, if I say it naturally, you can hear the T, but it's not very obvious. Egypt, right? But if you think of T as kind of like a wall that you're trying to hit, so Egypt, you're just kind of stopping there. So you're not trying to make T sound too long or too strong, but it's definitely there.
对，同学，这个音放在一个字的字尾的时候呢，你可以把它想象成它好像是一个阻挡你的一个墙壁，所以当你念到这个字的时候，你不需要发的这么的用力，或者那个气吐的这么大，你就感觉好像你念到那个 p 的时候，要卡到那个 t， 所以轻轻的带过这个音就可以了。
The ka could be found causing all kinds of trouble in folklore.
好，他说呢，在这个民间的这个传说里面呢，如果你发现这个 ka 这个音呢，其实呢，它会制造出各式各样的麻烦呐。
So here when I read it, because it's a lot of different kinds of trouble, I would make sure to emphasize all by dragging it out. All kinds of folklore.
对
all kinds of trouble.
Yeah, all kinds of trouble， 就是这边要强调的就是呢，这个 trouble， 因为你看到 ka 这个字呢，就是表示哇，你会造成很多很多不一样的这个 trouble。还有这边的这个 find， 这个原本是 find 的这个字，后面那个动词加了一个 ing， 它其实就是在形容说这个东西正在发生。所以他就说，当你看到 ka 这个字出现的时候呢，就是你会发现到这个 causing 正会造成后面的这种 trouble。
So here we could just say causing trouble, right? So why did we choose to write causing all kinds of trouble? Because it's just emphasizing it really is a lot of different types of trouble.
这边的 cause 我们原本可以用 cause trouble， 就是指造成麻烦。那我们这边加上了 all kinds of， 就是表示哇，好多好多的麻烦都被造成了。
Here we see the word folklore. So folklore is traditional beliefs, customs, stories of a community passed through generation by word of mouth.
对，通常呢，这个 folklore 这个字呢，就是一些民间就是用这个嘴巴在传说这一个人接着一个人去说的一些故事啦，或者一些历史的东西，我们就会用到 folklore 这个字了。
In Norse and Finnish mythology, a similar being would appear to show people their near future.
如果呢，我们是在这个古斯堪的纳维亚还有芬兰的这个神话里面呢，如果我们看到这样子一种相似型的生物出现的话呢，在人们的面前，那主要就是显示呢，他们这个不久的这个未来。
So who are the Norse people? The Norse people, well, in Chinese, it sounds like it's a direct translation of the word Scandinavian, which is a very long word, but I'll spell it. It's Scandinavian. Scandinavian. And you often hear Norse and Scandinavian used they're both used the same.
所以这两个字呢，同学都是如果中文的话就是斯堪的纳维亚，这很长的中文很绕口。那其实这两个字跟那个 Norse 这个字，两个字是可以互相的替换的。
So the Norse people are people that live in Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, and Greenland.
对，在丹麦啊、挪威啊这些的人就称之为这个斯堪的纳维亚的人。
And the Finnish people are people who live in Finland.
Yeah, 对，芬兰当然就是住在芬兰的这个地方的人。
So mythology is a collection of myths.
这个 mythology 这个字其实就是跟 myth 是一样的，差不多的一个意思，表示神话。
And then we see the word being here. That's a noun. It means it's something that exists, something like a person or a spirit or something that has life.
Being 这个字呢，它主要当名词，在这边当名词，主要就是指一个存在的一个形体。
Here when you see near future, the near is an adjective meaning something that might happen soon.
Near future 的 near 呢，在这边是一个形容词，那主要就是指呢，有一件事情马上即将要发生了。
The doppelganger is also considered a version of the anko, a sign of death in Breton folklore.
他说呢，在这个布列塔尼的一个民俗里面，一个民俗故事之中呢，如果分身这个用法呢，其实也被视为是一种 uncle 这样子。
Considered means believed to be.
Consider 的意思就是人家认为或者相信这件事情会发生。
And we say a sign of death. It means like this is going to happen. This is something, it's showing something that might happen.
对，因为这个 sign 呢，在这边是指一个 omen, O-M-E-N, 它就是一种征兆，所以你看到这个字就是表示，这个事情会发生了。
Omen is very negative. Sign can be positive and negative, but here, sign of death.Definitely negative.
对，欧美有些同学开玩笑会跟老师说，老师这个字翻成凶兆这个凶兆不是 brown 是不好的这个兆头 ，OK？ 但是 sign 呢，你可以是正面的，可以是负面的，都可以。
In all of these cultures' legends, it was always a bad sign to see your doppelganger.
那在其他所有这些文化的传说里面，如果你看到你的分身，其实基本上就是一个比较不好的意思
So here, make note, cultures with apostrophe after the S, it's because it's a plural of cultures.
对，因为这边 culture 那个一撇你可以看到它在 S 的后面，因为前面是 these 这一些文化嘛，所以它是复数的。
Well, I hope I don't see my doppelganger anytime soon.
But I think that would be kind of exciting for me. 如果我看到的话，我觉得蛮刺激的。哇哦，两个 Bernice，大家来对决一下吧。OK.
All right, thank you for joining us today. We'll see you guys next time.
OK, bye. 好啦，同学，我们来看看今天的 Tips in Use。首先呢，我们先来看第一个字是一个名词，叫做 sign。sign 有个 n 在后面，同学那个鼻音要发音的时候要特别注意。什么是 sign 啊？比较常见的就是我们走在路上会看到一些标记啦，或者一些信号，或者是指示牌。那在这边呢，它其实呢就是表示某一件事情、一个事实的一个迹象。或者一个征兆，比如说呢，像我们以前有学过叫 star sign。Hey Bernice, what's your star sign? I'm Gemini， 我是双子座。好，所以 star sign 的意思就是指你的星座的意思所以呢，我们来看一下这个字如果用在句子里面，好，我们来怎么使用。首先呢，比如说一个句子它这么说了 ，Crying is considered by some people to be a sign of weakness。Crying 哭，可是我也常常哭但是你觉得我看起来很虚弱吗？怎么可能，对不对？Bernice 老师都是强壮的象征。好，他说哭泣有的时候呢被人家认为 be considered by 就是被什么视为什么东西被某一些人视为呢是一种很软弱，你很虚弱的一个表现或者一个象征。好，另外呢，我们还可以把 sign 用在比较负面的用法，比如说我们说了 in some cultures。Seeing a black cat is a sign of bad luck. 在某一些文化里面呢，如果你看见那个全部都黑色的猫，其实呢就视为一种比较不好的一个象征。像这边的 sign 我们就可以把它换成 omen, O-M-E-N， 因为这个字呢就是我们老师刚才讲叫凶兆，不好的意思。OK， 好，这个是 sign 的用法。
48页追根究底，当你遇见你的分身。
The complex history of meeting your exact double.
A doppelganger is supposed to be a person's exact double. The word has been borrowed from German and is often translated as double walker. In the past, the appearance of a doppelganger was never good news, though. In traditional myths and legends, a doppelganger was a type of ghost or spirit. Seeing a doppelganger usually meant something bad would happen. In many legends, seeing one's own double meant that death was near. In other stories, seeing someone else's double meant something bad could happen to that person. Before the German word doppelganger became common, the English word fetch was used to describe seeing a spirit copy of oneself. Other cultures also had their own words for a similar spirit or creature. In Egypt, it was called a ka, which was a spirit that had all the same memories as the person it copied. The ka could be found causing all kinds of trouble in folklore. In Norse and Finnish mythology, a similar being would appear to show people their near future. The doppelganger is also considered a version of the anku, a sign of death in Breton folklore. In all of these cultures' legends, it was always a bad sign to see your doppelganger.